Hey everyone, welcome to a special unfiltered edition of the Bolt Crew podcast. Dave Palais, Josh Palais, and Mario Heron joining you on a Sunday night. Appreciate everyone takes the time to listen to these shows. Again, Sundays turn into the unfiltered shows. So you guys are the ones that run the topics basically on these shows, and we go whatever direction we find interesting, and then we start to ramble. And somehow it seems like these are, for me, guys, my most favorite shows of the week, especially during the off season. Normally during the season, Sundays are my favorite shows because we're talking about the game and what we see moving forward. But it's different now. Here we are. It's now officially spring weather for everybody, I assume for you too, Mario. And we're moving forward.
We got like a little taste of spring, and then today was supposed to be the high of 69, and then there was 30-mile-per-hour winds. So it felt like it was 13 degrees. So kick me in the Jimmy. That's what today was. Josh, how was all your travel? You were like in 5 different states the past 2 days.
Not great. I'm just too damn tall to travel that much. And I had a horrible travel experience coming back from Ireland. But I went to Dallas, not far from Nashville. So it wasn't too bad. But I just want to chill out. Like, I don't want to travel any longer. I missed the shows with you guys, which kind of bummed me out because I wanted to be a part of it. But happy to be back in Nashville. And the weather this weekend was perfect. So I'm happy about that.
Yeah, there you go. And then right now you look at the situation. We said it's spring, but also it's March Madness. Major League Baseball gets going officially this week. We have the draft later on in April, and it starts to feel like the sports calendar is starting to ramp up. February just kind of after the Super Bowl just kind of knocks you down, and you're just like, man, we need something good. I know we had the Olympics and we had the World Baseball Classic, but until March Madness starts, it never feels like officially the new sports calendar starts.
It does.
Yeah, no, March is an underrated month. I don't know if it's underrated, but I think October is the best. March is the second best month, sports-wise.
Okay,
I think.
So here's the great thing about March too: is as soon as March ends, and you're like, oh, you probably have like the Final Four left because Final Four always goes in April. Then you get the draft. Then you also have opening day, obviously, but then you get NBA and NHL playoffs. And this is my worst take that you'll ever hear. But the first week of the NBA and NHL playoffs, where there's action every single night, is just as good as the first week of March Madness.
For playoffs?
Yes. Like I love that first week because it's action every night. There's always a good game on.
Maybe I'm crazy. I think the NBA is just not as great as it used to be when I was younger. Like I can't watch these games.
Even the playoffs.
I don't care about the first round of the playoffs. Like, I'm not going to watch the Orlando Magic and the Cleveland Cavaliers. I couldn't care less. If it's the Lakers, I'm going to watch them. That's my team. But I don't care about most teams. Are you into the NBA more like as much as you've ever been at this point? Like, you can watch the NBA any team.
Yeah. I can watch.
I'm happy for you.
Though. Yeah,
I can't. You. Yeah, I can't do it. I don't know. It's a me thing. But I feel like everybody it feels like the NBA is kind of dropping off a little bit. Like baseball, in some sense, is surpassing it. Maybe I'm crazy.
Okay, this is a good debate because my whole point about the NBA, why I don't think it'll ever be dropped off or ever fall second to the MLB, is because the NBA is the perfect social media sport, and it is the perfect sport of it's going to grab your attention and it's just amusing to watch, and it's the most personal. Like when you grow up, everyone's like, it'd be so cool to be an NBA player because you see their face, you're the closest to the floor. And if you do a cool dunk, it's all over social media in literally less than a second. Which MLB, it's a little bit slower pace. It's a longer season. Not as close with the players. You know, the old argument of if Mike Trout at the peak of his powers was walking through an airport, how many people would stop him? LeBron James, peak of his powers, how many people would stop him?
There is better personalities in the NBA 15 years ago than there are today. How many guys in the NBA? Who in the NBA has a great personality? Anthony Edwards. Who else?
I mean, I would say Anthony Edwards. I mean, Giannis is okay. Giannis boring. Jokic is entertaining, but no one you can't
boring.
Get. Okay. Actually, let me flip that on you. I'd say that goes true for every sport because every athlete now is so media trained and so buttoned up that by the time they reach the professionals, you can't get anything out of them. Like back in the 80s, 90s, they didn't know how to handle an interview. You get anything you want from them. They're like, yeah, what do you want to know? Now that everyone's very shielded, very sheltered off.
Because of phones. Phones changed all that. I was there.
Yeah.
I was working in the 90s, and when you did an interview with a guy, he knew, okay, now I'm on. And then when you turn the microphone off and go, okay, now I'm off. There was no phones or gotcha moments, any of that stuff. So it was easier. It was easier to get to guys that would open things up. Guys that would go out to dinner with you after games. Guys that would sit there and drink beers with you after games. Guys that would sit there and tell you, this guy's about to be traded to us tomorrow. They could give you inside information all the time. Now, I don't know if guys are better media trained, Mario. I mean, look at Cam Scatteraboo. Look what he just did. I mean, completely stepped in it. There's no way this guy's media trained. I mean, the NFL's ready to strangle him going, dude, it's the one thing that almost cost us our popularity is brain injuries and kids wanting to continue to play this game and numbers going down. Everybody freaked out when all of a sudden the brain injuries. What he did this week was insane when he said CTE is for based on an excuse. I mean, again, you say that to Junior Seau's family. You say that to Dave Durson's family. You say that to people who have watched, the problems of CTE and the NFL trying to basically fix their image over CTE. And then you got this dip-ass from Arizona State running his mouth. Insane.
Yeah, and just to go back to the whole art, he's an idiot. And I really want to talk about that on the Bolt Crew show on Tuesday because I have something about that. And he also said asthma's fake, idiot.
Yeah, dude, I've had asthma my whole life.
And Dave has crippling asthma for 50 years.
Seriously.
But it's fake. I'm not joking. He really does. But to go also back to like baseball, like the World Baseball Classic was cooler than anything in the Major League season besides the World Series. And you could even argue it was better than the World Series. Like it was awesome. I haven't even talked to my dad about it, but I thought it was the most incredible non-professional baseball regular season tournament, like away from MLB, NBA, NFL that I've ever seen, including the Olympics. I thought it was the most amazing thing that they put on. I don't know if the NBA could do something like that. Like the Olympics with Steph Curry against France, I think was on that level, but it was on that level for one game, like not a whole tournament like the WBC had.
So I do agree to that point. Where like where they do it's FIBA. I want to say it's FIBA, like the World Cup that they do every year. No, we don't care about that for the USA. Like that's when usually we send our not A-list players or kind of like A-, B+ guys that are like still ascending the NBA. So we don't really care about it that much. But when it comes to the Olympics, the Steph Curry game, I think that, and again, people are probably are going to disagree with this, but I still think when it comes to like baseball and like hockey too, in basketball, we are still light years ahead of every other country, especially now with, I know like Jokic, Giannis, and Luka, and SGA are the best players in the NBA. All four of those guys aren't American. But all four of those guys all represent different countries. All the young guys that are coming to the league right now are all Americans. And those are going to be the next best players in the league. Yes, Wemby will probably be the best player in the world, but right behind him will probably be Cooper Flag. Right behind him will probably be Peterson. Peterson's American. Right behind him might be Boozer. Boozer's American. Ant might ascend into that conversation as well. Ant's American. Tatum will be up there. Brown will be up there. I can go on and on. Cade Cunningham. So I think when it comes to that, where like baseball, it's such a melting pot of so many different players and so much different talent level. And hockey, there will always be like will America or will it be Canada that's at the top? I think basketball is just at such a different level of we will always be deeper and better than every other country. And it's just looking like that. We're going to continue our domination in that kind of aspect. So it's harder to build that type of anticipation that the World Baseball Classic has or even the Olympics had with the hockey team.
For me as a guy who loves all sports, especially for me, the big three, the football, baseball, basketball. When I was younger than even Mario, people would say, what's your favorite? I couldn't tell you. It was the one I was in at the moment was my favorite. That's how much I loved it. Now, at the same time, I love coaching baseball. My favorite sport to watch is football by far. Huge NBA fan, always have been. But Mario, here's the problem with the NBA. It's the scheduling. The scheduling is bad come playoffs. It's not that you play even every other day. If you were to guarantee that you play every other day, or as soon as the team that you're going to match up next on the next round starts as soon as possible, now we're talking. But dude, there's so much time in between. The fact that you can start the playoffs in April and end on Father's Day is like, good God. It's just too long, man. It's just too long to go 2 months to go. I just went through 82 games. Now you're going to take me from basically March Madness, not March Madness. March Madness is over 2 weeks before that, but basically the end of college basketball to Father's Day. That's nuts. That's a few weeks before 4th of July. It's just too damn long. The NBA is not the NFL, where the NFL can stretch out their calendar and keep you interested 365. The NBA looks like, man, it's a bunch of guys that, I hate to say, they look soft. They look guys that, I don't know. And the load management thing killed the sport to me. Killed it.
Kawhi Leonard, I think, helped kill the
Killed
NBA in some degree. And also, Dave has made this point on the show many times, and I couldn't agree more, is the NBA competes with the NFL for too long. There's no reason for the NBA to start in October. There's no reason at all. Nobody's watching NBA in October except for Mario, maybe. But the NBA should probably start on Christmas. Like, that actually makes a ton of sense. You start the NBA on Christmas, you run it longer into baseball season. The fact that baseball,
Run it August,
and I love baseball,
right before college football starts.
Exactly. Yeah. The fact that baseball has kind of nailed this perfectly, like in sync with the NFL, you got to give them credit. Like the MLB has done it very well. Like, they know when to start and they know when to end. They end when football's at its best, I'd say. I think like mid-October to like early November, like the middle of the NFL season, is my favorite part of the NFL season, because you can see which teams are for real and which teams aren't. And the fact that the NBA is just running alongside the NFL and just getting their asses beat, to me, it doesn't make any sense.
It's a very good point where like MLB ends as soon as NFL is getting like their full strength, and MLB is like, we're squeezing every can out of this bottle. We're good. Let's get out of there. I do agree. I think even a lot of people that watch it, like myself, or just pay attention to, will say like the season doesn't really start until Christmas. Like, that's when you kind of get a feel of how good these teams really are. There's also the problem that we've seen. You mentioned load management. Guys are getting hurt at an insane clip now, and I think that's largely due because the game is faster than it's ever been. The game is, built with guys that are the most athletic they've ever been. And, like, let's be completely honest, from a very young age, you are told you are a basketball player, you are a football player, you are a baseball player. Dave, I mean, you're a high school coach. Like, the whole playing 3 sports now just doesn't really seem like it's possible. It kind of seems like, hey, you're going to do this, you're going to become the best at this, and then screw the other sports. Like, you got to pick one and go. It's the days of these. I mean, obviously, they're all unreal athletes, but Mr. Football, Mr. Basketball, same guy, probably is not going to happen anymore.
No, look, as for me, number one, I'm a little irritated. I just put 2 new Charger flags up, and one just fell down. So set me off on a bad note here as I'm looking over my shoulder going, come on.
There you go.
I spent 20 minutes for the show making sure these Charger flags look good. But so my OCD is kicking in, Mario. You know what it's like. So I can't say as a coach, I just don't tell people pick one sport. I just tell them, look, when you come back to baseball, you're going to be compared to the guys who have been playing baseball year round. I'm not giving you extra time to show me what you can do. If you are a football player, basketball player, and now you're a baseball player in the spring, I'm fine with it. Go ahead and play as many sports as you want, but you better be as good or better than the guys that have been here for a year, because my job is to put the best players on the field. So, there are freak athletes, and I'm sure could do it all. I've heard of guys that dominated for 3 years in multiple sports, and then come their senior year, they go down to 1 because they know that's where they're getting a scholarship, or that's where they're getting drafted. If they can go right from high school to the draft, then they go ahead and they go that route. But I never tell kids play 1. I know there are high school coaches that do that, and I always think you're cheating the kid. 1, 2 is you're setting yourself up to possibly get fired over that. Why would you do that? Just let the kid decide what he wants to do. And it's fast. It's insane. I mean, I've been coaching high school ball a long time, and when I see guys that are now adults and they have kids and real jobs, and I was like, dude, it felt like you were in high school 2 years ago, and he realized they've been gone for 10 years, and it goes by so much quicker than when I was a student. It seemed like high school 4 years felt like 12, but as a coach, it feels like their 4 years is 3 months.
Just to switch up the topic a little bit, it's insane how those 4 years of high school can determine somebody's like reputation for the rest of their life, or something that you think about for the rest of your life. Sophomore year, junior, these are things that just pop in your head. Like, oh, I remember when Mario ate shit walking to class, like things like that. And and Mario will always be the guy that ate shit sophomore year walking to class. And every time you see Mario, whether you're friends with him or not, especially if you're not friends with him. You're like, oh, I remember Mario Heron. He's the guy that ate shit walking to class. But it's crazy how like 4 years of somebody's life can really determine somebody's reputation from when they're like 50 years old, right? I always think about that. Like whenever we think about our friends and people we used to hang out with in high school, it's like these guys can't get past this, whether it's a good thing or a bad thing. Like you're always going to be known for that thing. It's crazy to me.
The funniest thing I have for that is, this cracks me up every time, is I'll talk to my mom about someone and like, oh, like, you know, they're doing this and like saw them and like they're still like kind of a prick or whatever. And my mom says the same thing. She says, well, you know what? 7 years old, they were a mean kid. So it makes sense. It's just like, I mean, okay. From 7 to 34, a lot could have happened. You know, they could have turned a corner. She's like, you know, at 7 years old, they were a mean kid.
You ever see anybody? It's funny you say that. You ever see someone that you find out like on the news, and you go, the guy's a serial killer, and then someone in the room always goes, oh yeah, you can tell by their eyes. I'm like, what the hell are you talking about? Like,
okay,
you can say that about any human being, but once you know they're a killer or murderer, come on, dude.
No, there's crazy eyes. Everyone, you know it. You can look into someone's eyes, you go, oh, you have crazy eyes. There's something not right up there. I talk about this all the time with my brother. Joey goes, yo.
Then why didn't you point it out beforehand, before the guy actually went on a shooting spree?
I mean, I never been in that situation. So, like, if I'm in that situation, I'll let you know. I'll let you know why I didn't act. But, like,
my advice to my kids was always be nice to the guy that seemed crazy. Was because if he's going to flip out, you're going to be the last guy he's going to try and hurt. Don't be a jerk to the guy that's off. And you know which ones are off. You know,
I feel like just don't be a jerk to anyone was like the advice you gave to us, which was valuable as a kid, because you never want to burn bridges. Even when you're a kid, you don't want to burn bridges with somebody who might have to help you out down the line. You don't want to be known as the guy that was a jerk to other people. Like that's another thing, like talking about high school, like Mario said, if somebody's an asshole, like they're going through a bad time for a couple years through high school, they're always going to be known as an asshole. I don't care how nice you are when you're 40 years old. I'm be like, dude, I remember when that guy was an asshole. When we all wanted him to be cool, we needed him in this situation, and he was just a jerk. You can never get past these things. I don't know. That's the way I look at it, at least.
What does Josh Naylor always say? I'm nice to everybody because it's free.
Oh,
I don't believe him, actually. Josh Naylor, out of all people.
Yeah.
You think it's
actually somebody I don't believe. Yeah.
Speaking of crazy, by the way, I think I looked the most insane I've ever looked in my life at around 4 a.m. Central on March 22nd.
March 22nd. Today is March 22nd.
Today. It was not my best look. I was staying night at my girlfriend's, sweet girl. And I had like, I don't know what it's called when like you're asleep, but like but you're awake, but you're not, like you're still asleep. And you know what is that called? Sleep something?
Sleep apnea?
I guess it's sleep apnea.
Sleep apnea is like when you stop breathing while you're sleeping.
No, I wasn't. No.
I thought that was sleep paralysis.
What the hell are you talking about? Were you awake or sleeping? Which one were you?
I was asleep, but like I was asleep, I could see the room. And in the thing, I thought I saw someone like in the corner, like next to the door that opened the door.
You edibles last night?
I did not. I was actually, that was the craziest part. And so since I thought someone like opened the doors coming in, I was like, in my mind, like I just went nuts. I was like, this is it. So I literally stood up, sprinted to the door, and I am swinging like I am in a fight, like as hard as I can. And I'm like ducking and swinging. And I hear, calm down. Like no one's there. And then like I like come to and like wake up, and I'm like literally like in like a fight stance, and I'm like breathing, and I'm like sweating, I'm like breathing heavy. I just look at it, I go, I'm not gonna lie to you, I'm pretty sure someone was right here. I don't know where they went, but I took care of it. I was like, they're gone.
Oh my god, what'd she say?
Wasn't a good look. She was just like, that was insane. I know.
Is that like sleepwalking? Does that count? Like you saw something, you got up?
I think so, but I like sprinted. Like she was like, you sprinted up.
You sleep fought.
She's like, you literally got up like you were going for it, like you were ready to go. And I was like, I thought someone was.
broke up.
Yeah.
You all right? You all right? Maybe he's doing it right now.
Yeah, maybe he's fighting his Wi-Fi. What's going on over there? I don't know.
Dude, I have
hope
no
he's
idea.
okay.
Though.
Look at the face he's making too.
I
This
know.
frozen face he has. Creeping me out. I've never. Wait, what?
He's going to disappear out of the box in a second.
I hope so. I should take him out of the thing just to help him out a little bit. There we go. I've never had sleep paralysis, sleep apnea, sleepwalking. I've never had anything crazy. Have you ever had anything like that?
No, it usually happens when you're older or overweight. The only people I know that usually get it when they're young, like Mario, usually is they're overweight. But yeah, no, it's scary. I mean, you can definitely die from it with sleep apnea. I mean, they didn't have machines when I was younger, but I remember hearing stories about guys saying, man, their breathing stops like 5-6 times a night and stuff like that. But no idea.
I just piss a lot during the night. That's the only thing. I pee way too much.
Yeah, that's one of those.
I know. I have to check for diabetes. I pee like 3 times a night every time. Not good.
Yeah,
killing my REM sleep.
Yeah, you aren't kidding.
You good, Mario?
I'm good. All right. Where did I leave off at? Did I tell you guys that I fucked up the ghost? I think it was.
Yeah, we got that part.
Okay, yeah.
It's
pretty crazy when I was sweating like pretty badly. Not gonna lie to you, like it was a full sweat. But yeah, I slept fine.
Does she think you're a psycho, or does she she knows that this is you, or how's this work?
I think she thinks I'm a psycho because like earlier in the night she was asking about she's coming for like Memorial Day, and she's like, "What happens Memorial Day?" I was like, "Oh, we drink a lot," and then me and my brother fight for like an hour. Fun. And then she's like, "Oh, okay." And the next thing you know, I'm boxing a corner.
Wait, are you bringing her to meet the family on Memorial Day?
Yeah.
Wow, it's a big move.
Ooh.
It is a big move.
Dude, this is going really fast. Like a week ago, you announced that you were serious. Now you're bringing her to meet the family.
I know.
Shit, Josh and I haven't even met the family.
Meet the family. I'm boxing the corners. Sleep. I really wish you guys. I wish I could have gotten a video of just for the show. If you guys could have seen me like break it, like just go hands. I was like tired. I had hands on knees, and I just looked up. I was like, "What the hell's going on?" I was like, "The burglar's gone. House is safe, sweetheart. Go back to sleep."
It's safe.
I'm gonna do one last patrol around, make sure everything's good and steady.
Yeah, who needs home security when they have you, dude?
Yeah, who needs home security? That guy had a weapon, by the way. I would have been cooked.
You know what?
A little thunder and lightning.
I just thought of something. Mario, I'm not trying to jump ahead and put you in a bad spot here, but let's say that this relationship continues to grow and let's say she ends up being the one. When I assume I'm going to be invited, I'm invited to this wedding one day if it happens. Whoever you marry, I assume I'm going to be invited, right?
I mean, we're really jumping right now, by the way, brother. But yeah, you.
Okay. Whoever it is, I don't want to tie you in. But if you get married, do I get an invite to this wedding?
Yeah, you get invited to this wedding. So sleep fight.
This just clicked in right now as you were talking, dude. I'm like the age of your parents. Do I have to hang out? Okay, well, hold on. This is what's going through my mind. Do I hang out with your parents while I'm there, or do I get to hang out with you guys?
I just hang out with us. I mean, my parents will be hanging out with, because my uncle will think like he tries to hang out with us. So you just do what he does. He's gonna give you some very off-color comments.
I've heard a million.
Get ready for that. Yeah,
I've heard a million of them. Okay,
no, it's a good time.
I just want to know who I get to hang out with. Nothing against your mom and dad, but your mom and dad probably watch the show and go, "What's wrong with that guy? He's the oldest kid we know."
I had somebody text me about you
Me?
yesterday. Yeah, this girl who's my age is like, "Ooh. Dave is so funny. He's so out of pocket." And I was like, "Okay, what is she talking about? You know, like what clip did Mario release into the wild?" And it was the one of you talking about Joe Ortiz going to the bar at 1:45 in the morning announcing, "I'm about to get laid by the hottest girl in this bar." Oh, so funny, dude.
What you weren't embarrassed? You know, saying, "Yeah, he's a psycho."
Nah, no, okay. I just wrote he's out of control. That's all I put.
It was a very hilarious clip. It was one of those where I was editing it and I was laughing as I was editing it. I was like, I gotta make sure my AirPods aren't gonna die right now. And this just screams out in the office.
That was one I couldn't repost because am I going to get in trouble for being a baseball coach and yelling this out? Yeah, that was one I couldn't repost.
I think it still did pretty well too.
I mean, you call a girl a pig. That doesn't exist.
I know that wasn't good.
I mean, she doesn't exist though. You know, you could be calling anyone.
That's true. Come on,
it's true.
Please.
All right, we got 7 comments. You guys want to get to these, or you have anything you want to add more?
Go ahead. Oh yeah.
I think I had another funny story for you guys. I couldn't remember. Oh, dude. All right, I'll tell my farting story.
Oh no.
That was the other thing I had for you guys. So my farts, dude, today, bad. But anyways, I'm taking the train to work, and I was working like a late night White Sox spring training game. So I get on the train, and my stomach's just groggling, and it's a pretty packed train. But I'm in the box where there's a good amount of like homeless, and then there's like just normal people on the side. So I let a couple rip. I let a couple fly. Now I'm just testing the waters. Dude, I'm looking at my phone. I look up, and it is like I am seeing the fart hit the train slowly as I'm watching more and more people just put their shirts up to their face and cover their face.
Oh my God.
And go, what is that? Dude, even the people that are like, you know, you look at them and you go, God, you smell like piss. Even them were covering their faces going, I don't know what that smell is. And I couldn't help but die laughing. I looked so guilty. I couldn't stop laughing because I was just seeing it slowly just smack the room. And I was like, oh my God, man. What's going on here? And then it was even worse last night. I was letting him go last night. So what I would do is I would stand next to the dog and I would let it rip. And luckily this dog ate like a bunch of cookies. So I'd stand next to the dog, let like 4 go. And then I'll walk away and I go, dude, Lila is just letting it rip tonight. I was like, this smells horrible.
You don't think they knew the whole time? It's like the whole Duke joke.
I don't know.
Duke, you better move before he craps on you. You don't know that old joke? Yeah. I think there's a difference of humans and dogs, as bad as dogs are, but I don't think he fooled anybody, dude. I think he left and everybody's talking about you.
Dude, I think I was killing it. I thought the plan was, in my head, I was like, this is the best idea I've ever had.
Is it because you take so much protein stuff that your stomach bothers you all the time?
Dude, it's so if I stay, this is what I found out. If I stay at what I normally take, I am fine. But if I go a little bit over, I am like, it is, I mean, it's coming for you. So like, I always have to be really cautious. I have no idea why. Something's up with me. But as soon as I take a little over, like it is just bombs away.
Bombs away.
Lucky girl.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's my weekend. Farts and fighting ghosts.
Dude. God dang. And you're still available?
Not anymore.
Oscar Hilliard, $5 says, hi, Dave. Have you seen the new Dodgers minor league stadium in Ontario?
No, I have not. Appreciate you asking about the Dodgers. No, I have not. Not at all. Not at all. I'm a minor league baseball fan. So when I obviously I was a Dodger fan as a kid. When I was 6 years old, my family moved to Nashville, Tennessee, and we didn't have a pro team. We had the Nashville Sounds, which was a minor league team. Still have the Sounds there, but we're the affiliate of the Reds, then the Yankees when I was there. And I got my first foul ball, Mario, in a story that I'm embarrassed about, but I'll tell you right now. There was a ball hit left field corner. The stands only went about as far as third base side at the time, and then it was just all open ground. It was near like the fairgrounds. And, dude, I'm sprinting for this ball, and there's a kid like Forrest Gump with braces on his legs, and he's waddling back and forth. He's way ahead of me, dude. And I checked him right into that left field wall, and I picked up that Southern baseball officially, and was super happy that I had it. Didn't even care that I knocked that kid down with braces on his legs. One of the worst things I ever did, but I still have the ball. Still absolutely have the ball.
Proud of you.
Okay.
Good God.
How long ago was that?
2 weeks ago. It was, I was probably about 8 years old, 9 years old.
Too old to be doing
free lunch.
Too old. It's always too old. Dude, put it this way. As a dad, if I saw Josh or Jake do that, I'd be super upset. I'd be like, you turn around, go back, make sure he's okay, and give him the effing ball. Are you out of your mind? What's wrong with you?
AK Hall of Famer 499 says, Uncle Dave, good evening. This Unfiltered show, I saw a horrible story about a cult. What is going on? What the fuck is happening to the USA? We need you to go on a rant.
Okay,
I like
number
how he just
one.
says a cult and doesn't like specify what it is. He's like, I saw a cult.
Okay, number one, dude. I like politics. I like to follow what goes on in politics. I was a poli-sci major basically in college. I will not talk politics on this show because it's our number one rule. We don't talk politics on this show. Here's the deal. I can tell you what I think, and we're going to lose 50% of the people that follow the show. No matter what. Either people who agree with me or people who basically you're gonna lose, guys. It's just not, you can't win. I did it once on Twitter, one time, and I lost half my followers. So I'm never gonna do it. None of us are gonna do it, by the way.
Never.
Mm-mm.
Scott Hyde, $20. Thank you, Scott. Super nice. Appreciate that.
Very nice, Scott. Thank you.
B. Hannon, Hall of Famer, $10 says, just got back from Italy. It was epic. Dave, super excited for your trip to Italy. What is the longest flight you guys have ever been on? Dave, go first. This is good.
Okay, number one, the furthest I've left the United States is Cabo, which is about a 2-hour flight. But hold on, it's not my furthest flight. My furthest flight is Hawaii, which is 5 hours, or New York City, or Boston, I guess. Boston would be the furthest with 6 hours. So I've been on a plane for like 6 hours, and dude, I can barely make it to Nashville, which is like 3.5 hours. It's I just think I have a bad ass. I can't sit that long, man. It drives me nuts sitting that long, and I'm uncomfortable. I'm 6'3". I'm uncomfortable. Josh is taller than me. The seats aren't built for guys my height, and I can't sleep on a plane. Doesn't matter how I could stay awake for 4 days. I will not sleep on that plane. I never sleep on an airplane. So it's funny. My wife and I were talking about going to Italy today. We're supposed to go in September, and I'm really looking forward to the trip. But man, depending what's going on politically and where things are at, there's no way I'm going if we're in World War III. That's for sure.
Italy doesn't even want to be in the war. Italy
They
just wants
don't.
to chill out.
No one goes, hey, I can't wait to get into this war. Like no
I
one
think some
wants to
countries
be in the
definitely
war.
want to get into a war. I think so. That's a topic for another day. Longest flight I've ever been on was from Seattle to South Korea, 11 hours. That was a long time. I've been to Asia twice. I'm going to Asia next month. It's probably like 11 hours on a plane. Would be the longest one flight. What about you, Mario?
I would need to sedate myself on that one. I think my longest is from San Diego to Philly.
Ooh, that's a
That's
long
my
flight.
What did you say? How
But
long?
it
How
is-
long?
It was long.
What did you say?
It
How
is
long?
a long flight.
I'm sorry. Where do you go from?
San Diego to Philly.
Okay. Yeah, that's a good one.
It-
I've been on a 15-hour bus ride. Does that matter?
I like long, but I've done I drove 12 hours by myself. I've told that.
That's different. When you're in control, it's easier. I don't know. You can stop when you want, and get out when you want.
Dude, I did a 24-hour bus ride. Awful. Terrible.
No,
All the way up to
that's
Oregon
brutal.
from San Diego. It was crazy. And my coach had hemorrhoids, and he's like, we're never going to do that again. I'm like, you're the one that chose the bus.
Yeah,
Yeah.
sounds like a personal problem.
Yeah. Gross. Mike G, Hall of Famer, $5 says, Josh, name a time your dad embarrassed you that he doesn't know about, unfiltered. Dude, honestly, I don't think he has. If anything, he's probably helped me in many social situations. Do you think of a time that you embarrassed me?
No, dude, I don't think. If I did, it was 100% was on. My dad, I think, would enjoy embarrassing me. No, my thing was always to have my kids back. If anything, I want my kids to always know, man, that was for them. You know, whether it was confronting a parent, whether it was a lot of, as I said on the show, Josh was a good athlete. So you got parents that would say things as he got older that was crossing the line, dude. I'd stop the game, dude. I'd like go after guys in the crowd and stuff for stuff that was said to my kid.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah. My parents never, I was super lucky. I had parents that were cool, you know? Like, I would hate to have the parent that was just, like, dude, I know so many people who have dads where they can't have them around their friends because they're just, like, they kill the vibe. They're vibe killers.
Yeah.
Like I know they just suck the air out of the room. Thankfully, my dad, as you guys all know, is not like that, and my mom too. My mom's very cool. So, what about you, Mario? Have you ever had your parents embarrass you?
I'm trying to think. My parents were really strict, very, very strict house. But I can't like on top of my head. There's no moment I think they really embarrassed me or anything like that. More my grandparents. I had more grandparents. Just like my grandma. Story I think of. I was like middle school. You had like the middle school section you'd sit in at basketball games and football games. She would sit in the middle of the section and just be like, "I'm waiting for you." And I would like go to my dad, like, dude, get your freaking mom out of there. And I'm not even kidding. Like, he would walk over there and be like, Mom, get the hell, what the hell are you doing? What's wrong with you? And she's like, well, I can't sit with the kids. And he's like, no, you can't. You're being creepy as hell. You're freaking people out. You know? So like that was the more embarrassing thing with my grandma. My grandma, what are you doing? Like she would just do weird stuff like that. When my sister was in a sorority at Butler, she was gonna surprise my sister, like and visit her, which was a horrible idea. And my sister was in class, and again, like just my grandma, like just not thinking, like doesn't even know her schedule. And so she's like, "Oh, I'll just wait for her in her sorority." She waits outside for a sorority girl to walk out, grabs the door, and just walks in. And then my sister's getting messages going, there's some old lady just walking around our sorority right now, just like kind of being weird and creeping people out. And then her friend calls her, she goes, Grace, she's saying that her last name's Heron. And my sister's like, calls my dad, you better get your mom right now. Get the hell out of Butler. My dad's like, what the hell's going on? And yeah, she came home and my grandma was in the formal, just going, hey, Grace, what do you know? She's like, I want to kill you.
That's wild. That's actually crazy. Good Lord. TMAJC 100 pesos says, do you think a Cosm venue in San Diego would be a hit? I want to go, but it feels odd to drive to Los Angeles for that instead of SoFi. By the way, been to SoFi 5 times and only seen the Bolts win once. Sunday night football against the Steelers. So sad.
That's good. At least win. That was a good game. Is Cosm that one where we talked about that theater?
Yeah.
Okay. Never going to happen here in San Diego. Okay. Yeah, and the reason is we don't build anything here in San Diego. This is actually me part of my rant, so I might as well do it right now. I was out today driving around. My wife's like, let's go somewhere. We go out and we're sitting. You try and avoid certain potholes, and San Diego's a great city. It was 71 today. It was perfect. I mean, we're right there by the ocean. We're looking at sailboats. We had food. She got mahi tacos. I got fish and chips. It was a great weather. Okay. But we're right next to the water. Everything was fantastic. But then you're sitting there driving and you're avoiding potholes and you're going, why is this like this? And you're going, you know why? Because the hoteliers, the people that own the hotels, don't want a higher hotel tax. So the average hotel tax, I bet you in Indianapolis, it's about 22%, because even though Indianapolis, Indianapolis is the hospitality city of the United States. A lot of things happen because it's centralized in the map. Even the NFL Combine's in Indianapolis. Anaheim, where Disneyland is, 22%. LA, 22%. New York City, it's like at least 22%. Nashville, 22%. San Diego, it's like 11%. And they won't raise the hotel tax. And the deal is, people come to your city, they pay for repairs. But we won't raise the hotel tax. It's a reason why the San Diego Chargers aren't the San Diego Chargers anymore. They're now the Los Angeles Chargers. You couldn't build a stadium. You take the money that other people say, hey, I want to pay your mortgage. No. You don't need to pay my mortgage. I got it. Dude, you take the goddamn money. No one's ever traveled anywhere and said, hey, before I book this trip, what's your hotel tax? No one cares about the damn hotel tax rate. That people don't even know it exists. It just becomes part of the bill. You don't know. So as far as Cosm or anything else, the slogan of San Diego should be San Diego, nothing big happening here. Because we don't build Jack S. We have the same crappy sports arena, Mario, that John Wooden coached his very last game in when UCLA beat Kentucky 50 years ago. Magic Johnson played his first NBA game against the San Diego Clippers where he jumps into Kareem's arms when he hits the game-winning hook shot. And that same goddamn arena is still there. when people do concerts, and you don't get real great people coming here to do concerts anymore because you don't have a big time arena like Crypto Arena or any other place that has a decent indoor arena. You literally go into this goddamn San Diego Sports Arena, and there are mattresses that hang from the ceiling to affect the sound. It's goddamn embarrassing. All right. So as great as the city is, and we love to give ourselves the title of America's finest city, we don't build jack. You can't build a sandwich in this town. So don't expect Cosm to be coming here anytime soon.
Well said. San Diego, I don't know why it's like that. Like, that's the one thing that holds San Diego back. They don't build anything. Demetrius Jones, 499 says, which are you more impressed with, Bam's 83-point game or Luka scoring 40 versus the Rockets, then 60 on the Heat on back-to-back games?
This is easy, right? It's got to be the Luka. The fact that he did it back-to-back proves once again that he's probably the best scorer right now in the NBA, like by far. We did a question of who could get past Bam's 83 on ESPN Chicago, and I said it's the easiest answer of all time of it being Luka. There will probably be a point in time where Luka scores more than 80 points.
I don't disagree with you. I think it's Luka also. By the way, I watched the game last night after I saw what went down. I record every Laker game, but I was out. So after I saw what went down with Luka against Orlando, let me tell you, dude, he handled that a lot better than I would have handled it. When a player on the other team said, "I'll F your whole family," and he called time. He told the referee what was going on. The referee didn't do anything. Then he, 10 seconds later, tee both sides. That's insane to double tee him. I know the NBA rescinded Luka's tee today because the Lakers play Detroit tomorrow and they wanted Luka to play in that game. But dude, F it. F the game, F the final score. Dude, I'm going to F you up in front of your whole family just by you saying that. That's insane to me that would go on in a sporting event like that. That's crazy stuff. Crazy talk.
Insane.
100% with you on what Mario said, and the thing about Luka. Also, Luka, he's my favorite player in the league right now. He whines about everything. So
everything.
For him to go to the referee asking them to help him is kind of funny to me, because it's like, dude, you whine to the referees on every second of every game. Like, it's the one thing about Luka I cannot stand. I can't remember a player in any sport that whines as much as he does. Like, he does it throughout the entire game, every game. It's crazy.
He's like constantly trying to work the refs. And it's like, oh my gosh, man. Win a title and you can do this. Like, there needs to be a rule or something. You had to win like finals MVP and you'd be able to pitch
Pick your
as much
spots.
as he does.
Pick your
spots. Yeah. And two, like, to that point, maybe if he did a little less, that ref would have been a little bit nicer of what he was wanting. I've also seen people commenting like Durant would also be in this category of scoring more than 80 points. Not this Durant. Durant of 4 years ago in 2016. Yeah, it's too old now. It wouldn't happen. Like 40 would be impressive for him. Wemby maybe later, not Wemby now. Wemby attacks too many parts of the game, if that makes sense.
199 from Matt Pignon says, Dave, I need a San Diego State story. Sunday pods are on top.
I got a bunch of San Diego State stories. Not a lot I want to say on there because I'm afraid a couple I think I could be arrested for. I don't know the statute of limitations. I'll give you one embarrassing one. All right. So the craziest thing about going to San Diego State, Mario, there were about 40,000 people when I started. My high school was crazy small. I think we had 733 people total in the high school.
Jeez.
But everybody knew who you were. And I was, captain of the baseball team, captain of the basketball team. Everybody knew who you were in the school. And I go to San Diego State and I don't know anybody. I mean, all of a sudden there are 40,000 people. So 3 months ago, I'm sitting there going, you show up on campus, everybody knows who you are and says your name 800 times to walking through from one end to the other, and not one person recognizes you. And then I'm walking, it's like maybe week 2 as a freshman, I'm walking and there's a smoking hot girl in front of me, about 30 feet in front of me. And she waves right at me. Okay. I got my headphones in and she waves at me and I wave right back to her like, hey. And I'm like, all right, this is why I came to San Diego State. And I realized 3 steps in, she was waving to the guy behind me. Okay.
Oof.
Dude, damn it. Hold on. This isn't even the worst part. And then I take like 3 more steps, and then I hit that crack in the cement where you trip. You know, you take the big step. You ever trip and keep yourself from falling? You just like you stomp your foot into the cement to keep yourself from eating shit. Right, your face goes right into the cement. So not only did I wave at the girl with the guy behind me going, "What the F you waving at my girl for?" And she looking like, "Who the F for you?" And then I trip and I take the big step, which I, of course, have to turn into a jog. Like that's like this is what I do. I'm gonna jog. Dude,
On the jog.
I think I jogged 2.5 miles back to my apartment. Dude, I'm embarrassed. I was like, do I just transfer schools at this point? And then I was like, what are the chances to see that girl again? I don't think I ever saw her again. But dude, it's so goddamn embarrassing. Here, that's 40 years ago almost, and I'm not 35 years ago, and I'm still freaked out by it. Still embarrassed.
This is a good question. Eddie Olvera, 199 says favorite and least favorite fast food place.
Favorite.
I'll go first. All right,
You
go ahead.
go. No,
You got one?
I'm trying to think.
All right. So definition of fast food place is drive-through, right? Because if it has no drive-through, it's considered fast casual, I believe, right? Like Subway, Shake Shack, those are fast
Chipotle,
casual
yeah.
places. Chipotle, Jersey Mike's. So rule all those out. Favorite place, In-N-Out. I can go to In-N-Out all day long, every day. Love In-N-Out. You probably think it's overrated, Mario, because you're not from California. Do you think it's overrated?
No, I don't really have like a strong take either way. I had it. I thought it was really good.
People love to talk shit about In-N-Out that aren't from California. They always say, Whataburger's better. People, especially people from Texas, right? Whataburger's better. Whataburger sucks. Anyway,
Okay,
like,
Whataburger's
In-N-Out.
phenomenal.
Whataburger is
love
not
Whataburger.
In-N-Out. Whataburger is not that good. In-N-Out is elite. In-N-Out's my number one. And my last, and I used to like this place when I was a kid, but now I just think it's shit, is Burger King. I think Burger King just fell off so much, especially the fries. Fries are disgusting on Burger King. What do you guys got?
Dude, I can't tell you the last time I've had Burger King because it was so when I had it. I can't even tell you the last time I went for it. Chick-fil-A is probably my one.
Great.
Chick-fil-A or Culver's. Culver's is incredible. I don't know if have you guys had that?
Yeah,
Dave,
I've had
have
it.
you?
Yeah.
I always stop at Culver's when I'm in Phoenix, and then I'm like, is it overrated? Like, do I come here because everyone talks it up? But I always stop
Dude.
there.
It's so good.
Really?
Oh
I don't
yeah,
know.
bro.
Okay, and I eat inside. I never did use it as a drive-through.
Did you eat Portillo's when you were in Chicago?
Yeah, I love Portillo's.
Portillo's is
Okay.
phenomenal. Yeah.
What do you got for least favorite?
I'll probably go. I mean, you already said Burger King, but I think Burger King is disgusting. I'll Long John Silver's. How the hell is that open? How the hell is that going, dude? Hush puppies in the drive-through.
If you're doing goddamn fish in a drive-through is insane to me.
Dude, I just
sounds
hush
crazy.
puppies in a drive-through. That's a
Yeah.
side. What the hell's going on?
What do you got, Dave?
Dude, my favorite fast food is Tommy's. By far. Anyone who's from LA knows Tommy Chili Burgers are the best. It'd be if I was on death row, it'd be my last meal. And Tommy's is my favorite. Just a bunch of great memories. The food's fantastic for me. I never have stomach issues. Mario isn't since he'd be new to it, probably would have a nightmare of a night. But overall, like I've been trained to survive. Where some people say, "Oh man, you go to Tommy's, you're gonna experience it today and the next 3 days." No, it's I've never had that issue. So for me, Thomas would be number one. It's funny. I never do Burger King. I never see a Burger King in San Diego anymore. Like it seems like they closed them all down.
They're in the Midwest.
They're dwindling.
Yeah,
They're in the middle. They're dwindling though, for sure. If we did a quick this one or that one, I'm curious what you say. All right, real quick. Jack in the Box or Wendy's? What do you got?
Wendy's.
What do you got?
Time of night, Jack in a Box, nothing like those tacos. I can have like 15 of those at 2 a.m.
Jack in the Box at night, right? It's good.
Yeah.
It's the best at night. Carl's Jr. or Wendy's?
Again, or Wendy's. Carl's Jr. Carl's Jr. The guacamole bacon burgers is the only thing I'll ever
Carl's
get there.
Jr.
That's-
is fire, bro. Do you not like
Okay,
it?
Carl's Jr. is really good, but you gotta find the right Carl's Jr. It's also, this is where it's gonna show where I'm from. It's Hardee's for us.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. But
Same here.
It's very tough to find a good Hardee's. Find one, you're in heaven. But if you find a bad one, brother.
All right, here we go. Wendy's or Taco Bell?
Okay, this is when time of the night comes around. Like late night Taco Bell is nice, but a midday 4 for $4 will smack your mama.
Wendy's tastes great, but I'm a Taco Bell guy.
I think Taco Bell's right towards the top. Like, all right, here we go. Taco Bell or McDonald's?
Taco Bell.
I'm a Taco Bell guy.
Yeah, Taco Bell.
All right. So you say Taco Bell's like, oh, Chick-fil-A you think was number one. So
Taco Bell's
Chick-fil-A 's
fast,
number one.
easy. You know what you're gonna get. Like yesterday, I went to Taco Bell, and the guy who made my or girl who made my burrito, I just ordered 2 bean burritos and a soft taco. Dude, the first bean burrito, all of it came out the bottom. Like they put, it was like, what are we setting a record of how much beans we can put in a tortilla? Dude, I'm trying to catch it with the plastic the whole time. I'm swerving. I'm like, I'm gonna get pulled over for DUI. It's insane. I couldn't keep the card straight, trying to not burn myself. I'm like, these hot beans are gonna hit me right in the nuts. It's not good.
You know what's a pet peeve of mine? Because so many Mexican people in San Diego where we're from, Taco Bell's not authentic Mexican food. I'm like, no shit. Like, and
Yeah.
I don't think they claim. I don't think they claim to be authentic. It's like it tastes good. Isn't that the whole point? That the food tastes good.
Well, they used to have the
It's so funny.
slogan, make a run for the border. And it was like, okay, and then stop before you cross the border and hit Taco Bell. What's your saying? Because if I go over the border, I guarantee you the food's better. What are you talking about?
It's like, hey, Panda Express isn't claiming to be authentic Chinese food. Like it's
No
just,
kidding.
Dude,
you know what I
Pan
mean?
Express freaking smacks too, by the way. Pan Express is
So good. So good.
So good. I'm gonna throw up this question right here from Demetrius Jones. It says Wingstop or Buffalo Wild Wings?
This is so okay. I'm so happy you brought this up. So I had some like time to kill yesterday, and I stopped at a Buffalo Wild Wings just to watch. Like I just was like, I'll watch the games and like have a drink. Buffalo Wild Wings has fallen off so hard. You would think going into there for March Madness, it's like barely can find a chair. Like can find like you know what I mean, like jam packed. It was me and one other guy at the bar, and maybe like 10 people total in there. So that being said, I think it's Wingstop now. And at one point, it was B-Dubs. The Hooters over both of these. But at one point, it's B-Dubs flying high.
You know who has a crazy, and I don't disagree with you, but you know who has a crazy following of like loyal customers? It's Chili's. Like people that like Chili's, they love Chili's. Have you ever noticed that? Like,
good, dude.
they have
It's
you're one of those
so good.
people, huh? They have such
I
a
love
devoted fan
Chili's.
base. Why is that?
Dude,
Bro, airport Chili's.
That sounds like a nightmare.
the craziest thing ever said on the show.
Brother, I walk in that airport and I see that Chili's. I'm coming home.
God, oh my God. All right. Here's what's Josh knows my complaint about Chili's. He's the same one I have. It's when you're at Chili's and you're sitting here talking to your friends and you're just having a normal conversation, and some asshole has to order the fajitas that make all the noise, sizzling as it comes out of the kitchen. And you're like, there's no way this guy even likes fajitas. He just does it because he wants everyone to look at me. Hey, everybody look at me. I got the fajitas. You guys see it?
Yeah.
These are fajitas. They're for me. It's like, dude, enough. Like nothing interrupts a conversation more than fajitas at Chili's. I got it. It's sizzling. Everybody look over here. F off.
What a piece of shit the fajitas guy is every time, right? And then it turns into an arts and crafts project, and you're like, this guy's such a piece of shit.
Turned into an arts and crafts project.
Pappy $2 says best wishes to everyone. Bolt up. Thank you, Pappy.
Hey, Pappy.
Thank you, Pappy.
Appreciate it.
Here we go. All right, that's it.
That's crazy, Doc, man. That's nuts. All right. So again, I forgot, who did you guys pick to win the whole damn thing? March Madness?
I picked Arizona.
I picked Michigan, and mine's still alive. Florida got knocked out though, so whoever picked that, you're a loser.
I had I have Duke winning it all still. I had Virginia knocking off Tennessee today, and Tennessee ended up winning. I don't know, kind of exciting. Right now I'm in one of these big bracket things with like 100 people, and it says I'm ranked number 1 as of tonight. I've never won one of these big bracket things like this.
Really?
Yeah. And so
How many people?
I have like 100. Like 100 people.
Dude, you're gonna be rich if you win.
Yeah. What was the buy-in?
It's only $20. It's only $20.
It's 2,000.
But I will. Yeah,
it's $2,000.
I'll take it. Trust me, dude. I'll take it. God dang, I need a new flag to stay up the whole effing show. But at the same time, I really would hate for Duke to win because I hate Duke more than any other team in college basketball. And hey, I really don't want Duke to win. But for $2,000, let's go Duke. Let's go Boozer boys.
Yeah.
So I'm not.
They got Patino next round. Dude, I love that man more than anything on this fucking planet. I love Patino. That guy
Dude, the
fired.
Italians on March.
Dude, the
Telling you,
Italians
Izzo
on
and
March.
Patino are awesome.
Dude, if
That's
he beats the Dukies, I'm gonna be so pumped. Oh my god, I'm
Dave
wearing an
hates
all white
Patino.
suit next show.
Dave
We
hates
had
Patino.
we just had in San Diego. So we had in that bracket. We had. God dang, there are 3 of them here. 3 really good teams. We had Kansas. We had St. John's, and who was the third one that was here? Do you guys know?
Was it UConn? Is it UConn UCLA also there?
Is it UConn UCLA here? I don't know. Fuck. That's one thing I wish they would change it back to. It used to be they kept the court exactly the way it was for the regular season. So when you flipped the TV on, you knew which city was hosting. Now every court looks exactly the same, and you
Couldn't
got to find where it is on the court that says San Diego or Tulsa or wherever it says on the court. But every court's exactly the same. I wish they would just keep it the way it used to be. And as soon as you turn the TV on, you go, okay, San Diego State's hosting now. That
Was
kind
it
of
a
deal.
Duke? Was it not Duke that was in San
we
Diego?
No, we didn't have.
It's probably is. Wait, yeah, because Duke and St. John's are next, but they play in DC.
Yeah, we had 3 big ones here.
But I'm
Can't
pretty
remember.
sure it's UConn. I'm pretty sure UConn's there. I'm watching the game to my left.
UConn UCLA's in Philly. Someone says.
Oh, my bad.
But we had
Weird
3
though.
really good teams here this weekend. And
How was the game? Did
anyway,
you like them? You have a good time at the game?
I didn't go. I obviously didn't go. I didn't go. First time it's ever been in town where I haven't gone. But no, I didn't go to any of them. It was anyway. College basketball, I said, got a few weeks ago. Everyone thinks March Madness takes the entire month. It's not even close. About 2.5 weeks at the most.
No,
And then you're done.
he goes
By
in
the way,
April, and then he goes
if
in
you-
April every time.
When's not every time, but it depends on the calendar. Sometimes it's March 28th, March 30th.
Always goes April.
No,
Yeah,
Sometimes
it
it's
goes
in
in
March
April.
31st.
Madness didn't go to April.
It does not go to April every time on the calendar. It
Yes, it
depends.
does.
I'm telling you.
Yes, it does.
All right.
Dude,
All right.
it's as
I'll
long
give you-
as
if
I've
you
been
want-
alive.
Dude, I'm gonna look this shit up, dude, and you're gonna fucking you're gonna apologize to me on the show.
I
Okay.
can't wait. Go
I'm gonna
check
make you go to
GPT it.
airport Chili's before show, and you're gonna crap yourself right here on the camera to pay off your bet.
All right, here we
And
go.
by the way,
I got the
have you-
answer.
You have to answer.
This just shows how old Dave is, okay? The last time the NCAA men's tournament wrapped up in the month of March was in 1982.
Okay,
North Carolina won that one, didn't they?
they
Jordan.
sure did. Michael Jordan game winning shot against Georgetown.
Yeah. That was a long time ago.
I watched it.
I bet you did.
I watched it. I saw it. It's one of the greatest moments going because the year before they lost Isaiah Thomas in Indiana. Sucked.
Yeah.
That was the day Reagan got shot. That was a crazy day. They're trying to decide should they play that game or not. They're like, F it, play it.
History with Dave.
Yeah, they did. President gets shot and they play the game anyway. It was freaking nuts. Now what are you gonna do? So
Guys got a hoop.
guys got a hoop. That's what everybody says. Anyway, there you go. All right, so we're back on Tuesday. This is the schedule for the week that we're going to plan on going by. Tuesday and Thursday, 1:00 Pacific time, normal time. The times normally do it. See a bunch of people in the chat trying to ask Charger questions. We tell you, man, it's unfiltered. You want to get a Charger question on a Sunday? Pay for it. We'll answer it. We'll tell you what we know, but that's the way it goes. You know, we told you it's an unfiltered show. We have a good time. It's a little bit off the cuff. It's in different directions. And if you want to participate in that, fine. But if you want to get your Charger question in, hey, dude, pay for it. We'll answer it. Promise you. But otherwise, we'll get right back to Charger football on Tuesday and Thursday, 1:00 this week. But we do appreciate you guys coming here for Charger dialogue and conversations, everything else. We absolutely love it. Draft's getting closer. We'll tell you what things are changing, what rumors are happening inside the division. Max Crosby's still a Raider, man. How about that? So, again, Chargers, do you see a trade coming? Do you see things changing as far as what direction to go in the draft? All that stuff. We're going to answer all those questions on Tuesday, 1:00 Pacific time. So, again, appreciate you guys joining us on a Sunday night. For Mario Heron, Josh Pele, I'm Dave Pele. We'll see you in a few days.
Hey, yeah, hey, it's the boat crew, and we always winning. Hey, go against us, I don't recommend it. Hey, it's the boat crew, best up in the business. It's the boat crew, reppin' for the city. Mackin' on and off the field like Khalil. They hate on us cause we keep it too real. I'm talking smack like Phil Rivers in the field. Oh, you mad again cause we kept it real? Why you mad? Ay, I'm talking smack, I feel like Uncle Dave. Ay, I bring the pain, I feel like Derwin James. I could run and gun, I feel like Herbo down the lane. I feel like LT the way I'm stiff arming these lanes. We just wanna win, we just wanna win, yeah. Ay, we just wanna win, we just wanna win, ay. Putting on for the city, putting on for the city. We just wanna win, we just wanna win, yeah.